Hey, nice to see you guys. Sarit. So on this, I have you reading something. I know I didn't. Do you want me not? Do you want to see?
So this is for me?
Yeah, you can keep this. But we also need to find another sisterhood officer, maybe who wants to read something.
Okay.
So do you want, hello, nice to see you guys. Colleen, she'd be perfect. Your birthday's coming up in a few weeks, right? Yes, I know that. Oh, it's the 23rd, so it's like a month away. My bad. I thought it was sooner. Yeah, I know, it's like, relatively speaking, it's very soon, but that's right. But because I saw, well, I saw a little something, a card with your name on it, and so I was like, oh, your birthday's coming up. Oh, cool. When's your birthday? That's far. You just had it. I know. Wow. Welcome, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Nice to see you. We are on page 129. 129. Page 129. Although before we, now, 129, Dodi Lee. Dodi Lee, ba'ani lo haroe, ashoshani. Dodi Lee, ba'ani lo haroe, ashoshani. Mizot olam min hamidbar, mizot olam. Mekoteret moru levona, moru levona. Dodi li, ba'ani lo haroe, bashoshanim. Dodi li, ba'ani lo haroe, bashoshanim. Mikuteret, li bavtini, achoti chala, li bavtini chala, li bavtini, achoti chala, li bavtini chala, dodi li, ba'ani lo haroe, bashoshanim. Dodi li, ba'ani lo haroe, bashoshani. Uri tahafon, uvo iteman. Uri tahafon, uvo iteman. Dodi li, ba'ani lo haroe, bashoshanim. Dodi li, ba'ani lo haroe, bashoshanim. Wow, that was, and I could hear you so nice and loud. I really appreciate that. It goes a long way for me when I hear people singing with me. So welcome. Welcome to Temple Beth Shalom. I know that there are a handful of you in here who I've never met before, and I'm really glad that you're here. And welcome to our building. We're always a place that people should feel at home at. As we have been doing for the last 5 or 6 weeks, I'm going to just light this yahrzeit candle. It's it's to acknowledge the people who have our loved ones in Israel who have died, but also it's more metaphoric and symbolic of just kind of the ache that we feel on a day-to-day basis. And so before we light the Shabbat candles, I just want to light this yahrzeit candle as well. All right, and now we can continue with the lighting of the Shabbat candles, and they can be found on page 120 in your Siddur. Join me. Oop, that's not the right. No, this is where. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And now Kiddush, page 123. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei Peri Hagafen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, b'yava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher letziyat mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, b'yahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim. Okay. Our service continues on with Lecha Dodi. It's page 123. And our tradition is that we're going to do the first, the second, the fifth, and the ninth verse. And when we reach the ninth verse, I'm going to invite you to rise and face the entrance to the sanctuary so we can greet the Sabbath bride together, metaphorically, of course. And so that's for the last verse. I'll invite you to rise. But for now, Lecha Dodi, page 138. Did I say something different? 138. Hedi dai 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 da, hedi dai 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 da da da, hedi dai 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 da da da, dai 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 da, hedi dai 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 da, hedi dai 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 da da da, hedi dai 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 da da da, dai 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 dai, oh lecha Likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela olecha dodi likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 1. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmianu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'letila olechad dodi Likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela olecha dodi likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 2. Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'necha ki mekor habracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila olecha dodi likrat kahala Shabbat nekabela olecha dodi likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 5. Hidoreri להולך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה הולך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת nekabela. This is the last verse. Would you mind rising and facing the entrance again to greet the Sabbath bride? Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzola toch emuneh am tzigula boi chala olecha dodi likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela olecha dodi likrat kahala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Excuse me. There we go. So we continue with our call to worship. It's on page 146. We call it the Baruch Hu. Please remain standing. Again, this is the Baruch Hu. 146. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai mevorach le'olam va'ed. So we're on, let's see here, page 149. And please feel free to join me in the English. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. We're on page 152 now. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Please be seated. We're on page 154. This is V'ahavta. Join me. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu advarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta baham b'shivtecha b'vetecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam amazuzot betecha Uvisha'arecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim leloechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. Page, where are we? Page 157. Feel free to join me. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. All right, so our prayer for, certainly a prayer of peace of ours. This is the one that we sang after crossing through the Sea of Reeds. You know, there's an interesting story which talks about how when we got on the other side of the Sea of Reeds, that we were singing this song, and God was troubled by it. Troubled by the fact that as we were singing, the Egyptians were drowning. And God says, how can you sing when my children are drowning? And so an important message for us to keep in mind, maybe to share with you something which I hope many of you share also, which is while I believe fully that Israel is engaged in a just war, we did not start this war, nor did we ask for it. We don't like it, and we don't want it. But we're forced to be a part of this war. And even though that is the case, I also know that no one takes delight in certainly the death of innocents, God forbid, but just death in general. It's not something that is part how we're wired. And I think I've said this probably so many times, but I really do mean it. I feel like the mantra of Israel should be, and the motto of Israel should just be, just leave us alone. We're good, just leave us alone. You don't need to come and visit if you don't want to. You don't need to, you don't need to care about us or trade with us. Just leave us alone. If you want to, we want you to. We want to be part of the greater world and the global world. But if you don't want anything to do with us, then just leave us alone. But unfortunately for some, even that is too hard. Mi Chamocha is on page 158. Thank you. Mi Chamocha Bailim Adonai Mi Chamocha Nehedar BaKodesh Nora Tehilot O Osefele Nora Tehilo Osefele Malechutecha Ra'uvanecha Bohokei Hayam Lifnei Moshe uMiriam Ze'eli Ahanu ve'ameru Adonai Imloch le'olam va'ed. So our service continues on page 162, and this is the special prayer for Shabbat, right? It speaks about, it's the words of the Torah regarding Shabbat in our tradition. The English, which we don't really ever look at, but the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It's a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days God made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. Vishamru, page 162. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat lasod et hashabat לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. All right. Our service continues with the tefillah, which begins on page 164 and continues to 166, 168, and 170. I will try my best to yell out the page numbers when we go from page to page, but if I don't, just know that we're either on 164, 166, 168, or 170, and I'd like to invite everyone to please rise. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la la ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Yahagid, Tehilatecha. Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Yahagid, Tehilatecha. 166. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu V'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'konei Hakol V'zocher Chasdei Ahavot V'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham, V'ezrat Sarah, 168. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayeh Kol Atarav Lehoshia, Mashiv Haruach Umorid Hagah Hashem, Mechakel Chayim Lechesed, Mechayeh Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'rofech Oholim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atalach hayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el mechayeh hakol. Page 170. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. Seated. So if you don't mind, we're going to skip all the way to page 552. So just a prayer for the state of Israel. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. Now back to where we were before, but this time page 178. For our evening prayer for peace specifically, it's called Shalom Rav. Page 178. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov be'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. All right. Well, by the way, so far you've been amazing the way you've been singing with me. I'm so grateful for it. We're going to share a little bit of one of my favorite things to do during our Shabbat service, which is to take a little break from the prayer book and go from what's called the keva to the kavanah, from the fixed part of the service to the spontaneous, to the feeling stuff. People here in the community are, perhaps you've experienced some joy recently, and if you have, we want to hear about it. And a little bit later, I'll give you an opportunity to share people who are struggling physically or emotionally, and we can talk about that a little bit later. But for now, we start with joy. And so if you've experienced joy recently and you have the courage to share it, just raise your hand and I'm calling you God. You go first.
My son is having his fourth child.
Wow.
A little girl born 3 weeks ago. And is going to.
That is a huge joy. Mazel tov. Can yehi, can yehi, can yehi, can yehi. Mazel tov, mazel tov. Yeah, right.
We're very happy to have our friends Jeff and Lynn visiting us from New Jersey.
Which one's Jeff? Who's Lynn? Who's Jeff?
You played the part, Jeff.
Okay, fine, just checking. Well, he wasn't specific. I didn't want to jump to conclusions. And my glasses, I can't see your name tags. Welcome. Where in New Jersey from?
We're from Livingston. We were originally Temple friends from Livingston.
I know Livingston well, yeah. That's fantastic. That's right. I know, that's fantastic. Well, welcome. So glad to have you. Tell me, any other joy? Yeah, Dave.
Young son flew in from Las Vegas this week. He flew out tonight. We had a delightful time with him and my older son who lives in the area. And it was nice to see him because we don't get to see him that often.
That's awesome. So connection with friends and connection with family. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? By the way, can you hear means may it be. It's just like us just adding a little bit of love to the joy. Yes, Lori.
My joy is sitting right over there.
So hold on, let's just talk about the awkwardness that just happened. I said Lori. Laura said, my joy is the person here next to you, sitting back there. And then Lori, not hearing Laura say it, said, my joy is the person sitting next to me. So that was a good move right there. I like how that worked out. But you don't have a Laura, Lori, Lauren name. Glad to have Chami here with us for sure. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Chami's a long-time love of our congregation, and she just she escaped and decided to move to Israel, and we're so glad that you're back right now. And I asked Chami earlier, hopefully I'm not saying too over speaking, but I asked Chami earlier, is it harder to be here or in Israel right now? And I can imagine for so many people who live in Israel, they would say it's harder to be here right now, and as did she. So it kind of also gives you a little sense of, if you're thinking, oh, it's like this war zone, I mean, it is, but at the same time, you can be safe there, and, when you miss your people, when you know they're struggling, your neighbors and loved ones are going through hardships, it's hard to be here. But we're still glad that you are here, but we can understand why you would also be conflicted. Yeah. Other joy? Colin?
My joy is, even though we're going through such a horrible, horrible time, I truly feel unity amongst us all.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
feel closeness to everybody in the congregation,
Yeah, me
to
too.
our rabbi, and it gives me a feeling of warmth and love.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate it. We're going to sing in a second about that. Yeah, Karen.
I'm just overwhelmed that the march went so peaceful and so well. And there was such an enormous turnout.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. The joy of feeling the connection of community here and the joy of feeling the connection of community a little bit greater. For both of those, that's deserving of a can you he, can you he, can you he, can you he, can you he. More joy? Yes, Cindy.
Actually, is our granddaughter came in from Florida to march on Tuesday.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. And so while she's still here, she's going to stay with her parents until Thanksgiving. And she called me this morning and invited herself to join me at the Sisterhood Tea on Sunday. She came once before, maybe she's still a follower.
Still great. I'm so glad that she feels that connection to Israel and makes her want to come back up here early. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. More joy? All right. Well, I'll give you a little joy. This past weekend, this past Sunday evening, I was back home in New Orleans because they honored my parents, and it was, my father's been retired now for 18 years, but they honored them, both of my mom and my dad, and it was, I was really touched to see just how many people had come to this event, and it was just kind of like very touching. And then my sister was there. We were able to kind of be the two kids and two parents, even though it's a little weird. Not to mention the fact that when everyone's like, Rabbi Goldstein, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, not you. You don't mean anything. Talking about my parents, but my dad rather. But anyway, it was really sweet to be able to celebrate that with them. So, Baruch atah Adonai gomel chasadim tovim. We praise you, Adonai, our God, for partnering with us in the many, many instances of joy that are in our lives. Amen. Now, along with the joy, of course, is a recognition that there's struggle and pain, both in our world, but certainly more locally in our community. We ourselves might be going through physical difficulties, or if not physical, then perhaps emotional difficulties. And if not us, then we know others who are. And this is an opportunity to share, to join our voices together and to connect that way. I'm going to share the beginning of a blessing, and then I'm going to pause. And when I pause, that's the time during this blessing that you might add a person's name. And so I'll look around the room, and people can share the name of a loved one, or yourself, of course, who is in need of healing. Again, healing comes in many different ways. And So whoever you think is in need of healing, feel free to include them in our blessing. But the blessing begins, Mishaberach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, V'Yaakov, V'Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, Rachel. That means, may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Becca, Leah, and Rachel, Hu Yivarech V'Yirapet Kol HaCholim Shelanu, may God bless and heal all of our loved ones who are in need of healing, especially the ones whom we name at this time. And so I'll look around the room, and when my eye kind of meets your area, feel free to share the name of a person in need of healing if you wish. Thank you. Thank you.
Hervé Luis,
Paul, go ahead.
Each time that Martini,
Leslie Harris, and Tom Woodward. Nicole Kahn, Steve Michelle.
Lorraine Sicklemeyer and Renee Mahoney.
Thank you.
Judy Zimmerman.
Alison Herman, Stuart Jumper,
and Paul.
Thank you.
Leslie Harris.
Indeed.
Nancy Cohen, Felix Lynn,
Thank you.
Eric Harris.
Thank you.
Doug Michelson.
Thank you.
Nina and Tanya.
Thank you.
Morris.
Thanks. Did anyone miss their chance but wish they would like to speak? Okay. Then let me also add Eric Harris, Mika Rom, David Zvi, Ben Schneer, Zalman Vakela, Steve, excuse me, yep, those names, the rest of the names you mentioned already. Vishlach Lahem Bimheira Refuah Shalema. May God send them speedily a complete recovery. Refuah Tanefesh V'Refuah Taguf, a healing of body and a healing of spirit. Betoch Sha'ar Cholei Yisrael, amongst all who are in need of healing. B'nomar Amen. If you'd like to follow along with the words of Mishaberach, page 371. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. So before we continue with a moment of silence, I just want to read to you a poem, this one written by my wife, Rabbi Hannah Yerushalmi. She has really written some beautiful poems and wanted to share the most recent one with you. It's called Separate Again. Even though heaven and earth and all their array seemed finished at a quiet moment, the chaos at creation, tohu vavohu, snuck back in, armed with dread. So God, we beg you, return to us because the work is not yet done. There can be no rest, not for you, not for us. Come back, separate again the dream from the nightmare, the light from the darkness, the sacred from the profane, so it can be good again. And then when the work is done and the land is quiet, and we can finally exhale, you can bless the seventh day and declare it holy once more. We pause now in a moment of silence. La 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la. La 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 la, ya la 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 la, Yule ratzon im revi, ve'yon libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri Vego Ali Ose Shalom B'Roma Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'imeru So I'm happy at this time to continue with the service of the installation of the officers of our sisterhood. And for this, you will need to turn your attention to this little booklet. Allow me to begin, and then we have 2 times we have people who will be leading us in readings. One is the president of the sisterhood, that's Sarit Brosh, and the other is the vice president of programming, Colleen Sandler. But when we get there, I'll tell you. So we're on the first page here. Though Adam obeyed God and resisted the fruit of the tree of knowledge, Eve courageously approached the tree, ate the fruit, and set history in motion. Though Abraham spoke with God and was granted numerous children, it was specifically Sarah's son Isaac who would serve as the continuation of the line of our people. Though Isaac was tasked with blessing his children, Rebekah enabled Jacob to receive that blessing and fulfill God's will that was unknown to Isaac. Though Jacob made a covenant with God, the tribes of our people took shape from the qualities of their mothers, Rachel and Leah, Bilhah and Zilpah. Though Moses delivered our people from slavery to the promised land, Shiphrah and Puah defied the Pharaoh's command and saved his life when he was first born. From the first days of history, our people have been guided and sustained and protected by the strength, resourcefulness, and wisdom of numberless women who have committed themselves to the continuation of our people. We celebrate them and their successors on this special day. Second page. Author of Changing Seasons, behold now your daughters, each in their various seasons. Some are now emerging from their own fresh springtime, stepping gently into new responsibilities, awakening to the joys of first efforts. Some are in their surging sweep of summer, bright and enthusiastic with energy and high purpose. Testing the rewards of their achievements, they move briskly from one project to the next. And there are those in the rich beauty of autumn. Gone is the trepidation and gone is the rushing. They've grown mellow with their years of experience. These steady oak trees are neither brash nor faltering. A few are in their winter years, stately pines, evergreen in spirit, quiet amid the changing colors. They are an inspiration to us all. On all those gathered here, women of your beautiful seasons, we ask your blessings. And the next one, Rabbi Tarfon. He was known to have said, Hayom katzar v'hamlacha merubah. The day is short and the task is great. And while it is not your responsibility to do all the work yourself, neither are you permitted to abstain from doing anything at all. As we enter into this new year and we prepare to begin a new chapter in the life of our sisterhood, we reflect on Rabbi Tarfon's words. The day is indeed short and the task is indeed great. Much work always needs to be done and our time is so limited. May we always find the path to recognizing the value of devoting time to these holy tasks. Though the time is short, sisterhood can make a difference. And so at this time, I'd like to invite both Colleen Sandler and Sarit Brosh forward to lead us in the next two readings.
There was a woman whose hands were empty of purpose, and sisterhood made them full. There was a woman whose burdens were great, and sisterhood helped to lighten them. There was a woman who yearned to express her joy in Judaism, her love for her family, and her concern for the human family, and sisterhood gave her the tools. Sisterhood can be the instrument in our hands, the sensitive pen with which we write our message.
Thank you so much.
Jewish womanhood, from the woman of valor extolled in the Bible, down to a recent heroine, Golda Meir, has represented faith, loyalty, and love. As sisterhood women, we are special women of faith. We are surrounded by others who share that faith and care as we care. We know each other not only by name, but by commitment. We have experienced the strength we can impart to each other when our hearts are joined in spirit. We know the impact we can have upon our community and society when our minds are of a single purpose. We have seen the contribution we can make to our synagogue, to the Reform movement, and to Judaism when our hands are united. May we continue to act as partners in sustaining and transmitting a heritage of faith. And may we appreciate more than ever the opportunity that sisterhood affords us to live more deeply as women of purpose.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Press in front of you.
Yeah, you may. Our God and God of our ancestors, we join here to acknowledge the commitment of our Temple Beth Shalom Sisterhood for more than 6 decades. And we honor the women stepping forward in the year 5784 who take the torch of leadership moving forward. Oh God, be with them in their deliberations and their actions as they seek to spread the message that through learning, community, and tikkun olam, they can help to enrich the synagogue and its members. Give them strength and vision as they set out on this holy path, and may they always be certain of your presence. Amen. Before we conclude with the final reading, I would like to do something which I didn't do in the past, but which I figured we can do now. So, I would like to ask the members of the officers of the sisterhood when I call your name, I would like for you to stand and say, Hineni. So what that means is, Hineni means, I'm ready. Here I am to do what is going to be asked of me. And so, if you don't mind, for those of you who are here, I know that there will be some who aren't here. I'll try my best to not say the names of people who aren't here. If I neglect somebody, I apologize. But in the meantime, please, when I call your name, if you wouldn't mind, please just stand and say Hineni, and then you can sit back down again. And so, members at large. Is Sherry Kuiper here? No. Fran Kushner, please. Thank you. Laura Murray. Heidi Schnapp. Sharon Schwartz. I don't think, is Pat Sikora here? No. Angela, I don't think she's here. Okay. Board members, non-officer board members, I don't think Faye is here, but Lori Alanoff. Thank you. Is Shelley Polari here? No. Okay. Cindy Heslin. Lou Shapiro here? I don't think I see her. No. Jerry? No, not here. Colleen Sandler. Immediate past president and president of the congregation, Merv Wiley-Browse. Thank you. And finally, the president of our sisterhood, Sarit Brosh. Thank you. On the last page. Did I leave somebody out? You're right. I so apologize. How did I skip that one? And for those of you having problems, like coughing, it's COVID. Be careful. We don't want to. Mary Ann Fry. Thank you. Leave anybody else off? No. Last page. Oh God, we ask your blessing upon this new board and upon its president, Sarit Brosh, whose vitality, concern, creativity, and devotion has strengthened our sisterhood. We are grateful that she and the sisterhood function from a sense of values and conscience and a commitment to the Jewish people. We are grateful that they provide us the opportunity for growth and learning in each of the programs that are offered. We are grateful that the sisterhood has provided opportunities for acquaintances to become friends and strangers to become new acquaintances. We are grateful that the sisterhood has created a path for Jewish women to discover the joys of a rich and deep relationship with our synagogue and our heritage. One moment here, I realized that I probably could sing this, couldn't I? Yeah, we can. So please join me in Shehechianu, a blessing in which we thank God for giving us life and for sustaining us and for enabling us to reach this day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam echianu v'kimanu v'higianu azman hazeh to our sisterhood. And we continue now with Aleinu, which can be found on page 586. And I invite you to please rise. 586, this is Aleinu. Second, sorry. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד Ushemo, Echad. Please be seated. This is the point of our service in which we bring to mind loved ones from our community who have been called to their eternal rest. We remember some who have passed away recently, and others who have passed away on this Sabbath over the years. It's the anniversary of their passing. And so first I'd like to share with you the name of one loved one, and that is Elaine Stoller, who is a loved one of Mary West's, and we are still within the period of Shloshim, the 30 days of intensive mourning after she passed away. And again, and these names I'm about to share with you are it's the anniversary of their passing. We call this their yahrzeit. And we remember lovingly now Rose Hunkowski, Stephen Mencher, Marcia Rosenbaum, Hella Shapiro, Jerry Feinstein, Dorothy Ozer, Alvin Eli Platnick, Irving Kahn. We also remember Rena Barsh Rudolph, Daniel Davis, Carmela Ciata, Rabbi Herbert Tarr, Anne Herman, Philip Portugal, and Michael Arak. And so in gratitude for their lives and linking their names with the rest of our loved ones who have passed away, we remember them now with the words of our mourner's prayer, which is called the Kaddish. And if it's your custom, I invite you to please rise. Page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divra cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechal Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ulamei almaya, Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yitalal shemei dekudsha b'richu le'ila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiram b'yalma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn and comfort to every bereaved heart. Amen. Please be seated. Okay, so we are very close to being done. Shall I do or you want to do the announcement? Okay, I'll do it. So, handful of announcements. First of all, thank you so much to Jonathan Biran for serving as an usher for us this evening. And thank you so much to the Sisterhood for not only your service to the congregation, but also for sponsoring the Oneg Shabbat, which is immediately after the service. In the lobby, I saw a good-looking cake. I peeked. I almost tasted it, but the various people who were guarding the cake, slapped my hand as I was about to reach for it. Also, welcome to, there's a number of students from Spalding High School here. Really glad that you are here with us. And again, after you get a quick bite, come back and meet me here in about 10 minutes and I'll answer all your questions. So a handful of announcements that are worthy of mentioning. Here they are. My weekly Torah study is happening on Monday morning, 9:30, no experience necessary. But my Sages class will not be happening on Tuesday night. Next week, the synagogue office will close at noon on Wednesday, and it will be closed on Thursday and Friday. So if you have anything important to do here, do it before noon on Wednesday. Sisterhood Tea, that's on Sunday. Love Tea with Hope and Caring. By the way, if you're interested in any of these things and neglected to say so, you can do it. Check the weekly email for all information. Shabbat services beginning December 1st will be at 7 p.m., not 7:30. Just please keep that in mind. Tat Shabbat, of course, begins at 5:30 all the time, but that's not what you're here for. You probably don't come to Tat Shabbat. 7 o'clock for all services. December 3rd at 10 o'clock is going to be Ask an Officer. And when I say Ask an Officer, I'm not referring to one of the Sisterhood officers that we just installed today, but rather a police officer. One of a few of the police officers who protect us and guard us here at the temple will be answering questions about security and other types of issues questions you might have about what's happening. And that's on December 3rd at 10 o'clock. That's a Sunday. Hanukkah dinner on can't be December 4th. If Sunday's the 3rd, Friday is not the 4th. I think that's going to be the 8th. December 8th, Hanukkah dinner. You got to RSVP. December 17th, Creation Stories. Dr. Susanna Garfein, professor she was the director of the Jewish Studies program at Towson and at the Baltimore Hebrew College. She now is in a different capacity working for the Jewish Associated. However, she will be here teaching a class on creation stories, and she's an excellent teacher, and I could not more enthusiastically encourage you to come and join Dr. Susanna Garfein. Not to mention the fact, and I'm just going to say this parenthetically, but when you have great scholars that are women, support that and show them and encourage more women to go into, it seems like a men's subject, and that needs to change. And she is a great, great intellect and scholar, and please come and communicate that value. Finally, we always need Oneg Shabbat sponsors. please check the weekly email for the Sign Up Genius to sponsor an Oneg Shabbat. Okay, I think we are done with the announcements. Just a couple more things. First, Motzi. So please join me in the Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Okay, our closing song is Shir Hamalot. And I think you can find it on page 635. Yeah, 635. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Again, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shir Hamalot b'shuv Adonai et shiva hatzion hayinu bechomim. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. One more time. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you all. So glad that you were here. And please join in the lobby for an Oneg Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom to anyone who's watching. Shabbat Shalom.